Welcome back to WaterparkRangers. Let's play Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. In the last episode, we got Avifors, finished the Avifors Challenge Chamber, and beat Hufflepuff at Quidditch.
Gryffindor.
Because we finished the Challenge Chamber yesterday, it added quite a few points to our overall score.
Hufflepuff.
I don't think Quidditch matches do anything for house points, though. It's just your classes.
Ravenclaw.
And Lost and Found and stuff like that.
Slytherin.
Good, Slytherin still comfortably behind. Anyway, this is the final stealth sequence of the game coming up, because it's another night mission. There are going to be a few more night missions after this, but they won't involve any more stealth. So this is the last section, and it could possibly be the toughest.
You're not going to believe this, Harry. Hermione wants you to meet her in the girls' bathroom on the second floor. She says she's got a plan to find out who the heir of Slytherin is. Really? Yes. Now hurry up. Girls' bathroom, second floor. Isn't that supposed to be haunted?
Isn't that supposed to be haunted? So now Harry's scared of ghosts, even though he's seen them in the restricted section and the Avifors Challenge Chamber. Okay, so here's our new Lost and Found item. It's Neville's Toad. It's back near the greenhouses.
Number 4.
We'll get that some other time.
Salazar Slytherin.
Ooh. Salazar Slytherin, that's nice. I think that makes it, I think maybe now we have 3 of the 4 founders. I haven't really been keeping track. It's always cool to get a wizard card with a wizard that you actually know. Actually, I don't think I give the wizard cards enough attention in this game, really. They all have their funny little blurbs, but I've really barely read any of them. Anyway, in this next cutscene, you're going to see Moaning Myrtle, and I don't really like her voice actor in this game. She's just kind of creepy in a bad way.
This is a girl's bathroom. He's not a girl.
No, sorry, Myrtle. I just wanted to show him how, nice it is in here.
I wish people would stop interrupting my peace and quiet. I do have feelings, you know, even if I am dead.
So what's this plan of yours, Hermione?
We need to find out who the heir of Slytherin is, so we can discover who wants all the students with non-magical parents out of Hogwarts.
Well, it's not me.
It's obviously not you, Harry. You should know.
Well, if it is, how do we prove it?
One of us needs to get Malfoy to answer a few questions without him realising it's us.
That's what I was thinking, which is why I've been making a polyjuice potion.
What's Polyjuice Potion?
It transforms you into somebody else. One of us could change into a Slytherin, and Malfoy would probably tell us anything we wanted to know. I managed to sneak a bit of Goyle's hair during Transfiguration class, and mix it into this. One sip, Harry, and you'll look just like Goyle.
Oh, great. Oh!
Oh, you look real worried, Hermione.
Hey,
I'm fine.
try and find Malfoy. He's usually lurking about the dungeons this time of night.
What I find amazing about this is that, she just made Polyjuice Potion in, like, a day, whereas in the books and the movie it takes, like, I think 4 or 5 months to make. But I guess, you know, they had to have a good reason for doing so, because, well, you know, we couldn't have a whole school year's worth of gameplay in this game. I mean, it's a licensed title, it's not going to be hundreds and hundreds of hours. So we just went back to the library because we can now open a new barrier, which is the Avifors door. And like I said earlier, this is going to be one of our last uses of Avifors. We're only going to use it like one more time. They could have made it more useful by at least putting it in front of some treasure chests. I mean, it's not that much of a stretch, really. Oh, it's Chocolate Frog. We haven't seen one of those in forever. And we actually needed it because our life bar took a good hit. Yeah, we're not getting Chocolate Frog so much these days as we used to at the very start.
Number 9. Gunhilda of Gorsemoor.
Oh, that's the, that wizard card there is of the, One-Eyed Witch. That's mentioned by Fred and George in both the book and the movie of Prisoner of Azkaban, when they're talking about secret passageways or something. I'm pretty sure that's the one they're talking about. And I actually forgot something in the library we should have done. I was talking earlier about our life bar and chocolate frogs and stuff. Well, the reason I'm guessing why there aren't so many chocolate frogs this late part of the game, or later parts of the game, is because you now have Wiggenweld potion to back you up. So we're just going to fill on that. We don't really need any of it for tonight, but it's good to have our stores replenished, because as you remembered, we lost a lot of potion back in that other challenge chamber.
Hey, you! Goyle, breaking the rules. 5 house points.
Yeah, so before we leave the library, I'm just going to do this little trick here so we can get some more points from these prefects.
There's someone round here. Get back to the dungeons.
Because we don't look like Harry, and they'll just be able to walk up and take away points from Slytherin because you look like Goyle, which is a really good strategy, and I think it pisses them off even more if you hit them before they catch you. Because look, we just lost 20 house points from Slytherin, which is pretty amazing. So this is a nice little trick you can do to kind of ensure the house cut position.
You shouldn't be out at night.
That's 30 points down, not bad at all. But at that point, it's really hard to lose anymore. As you saw, it doesn't work every time, and at this point, they're going to stop taking points away and just say, "Go back to the dungeons." So there's no point in hanging around here. And the dungeons are our next location, our next stop. That's where the last stealth section of this game resides. If you're playing the PS2 version, then that's not true, because in the PS2 version, I finally watched some footage of it. It's actually very different from the Xbox and GameCube versions, which is like the type that I'm playing, because there are prefects everywhere at night, among other kinds of changes. It's kind of like a weird version of this game. I never really knew that it could be so different, so looking it up and seeing all those parts of it was kind of an eye-opening experience for me. Anyway, this dungeon down here, the Slytherin Dungeons, this is one of those, like, one-time only areas. And, of course, it has a lot of one-time wizard cards, so this is, like, your only chance to snag them. And also, off-camera, I came down here, and, because you're going to have to sneak out of here past those prefects, I took the time to just wait around here and memorize their, or get a good idea of their, patrol routes. That could make it easier to escape. And so I have kind of a good idea of what's going on, but the problem is it's so dark in here, especially it gets very dark finding your way out.
Number 86, Dorcas Wellbeloved.
So it's very difficult to see where the prefects will be, so it's very easy to get caught, and then I guess that's kind of why they let you take away points from Slytherin earlier, kind of to balance it out, because this is a very easy place to lose house points in. I just equipped a stink pellet, not to throw at Malfoy, I'd love to. But we need to save them just in case we need to get past the prefects. And Malfoy is so annoying.
You know, Goyle, I'm surprised the Daily Prophet hasn't reported what's going on here. I suppose Dumbledore's trying to hush it all up. He'll be sacked if it doesn't stop soon. Father's always said old Dumbledore's the worst thing that ever happened to Hogwarts. He loves that non-magical lot. A decent headmaster would never have let that jumped-up Granger mudblood in. And as for Saint Potter, the mudblood's friend, he's another one with no proper wizard feeling. And people think he's the Slytherin heir. I wish I knew who it is. I could help them.
Oh, you must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I haven't, Goyle. How many times do I have to tell
Oh no, not you too. Everyone spasms in this game.
Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a mudblood girl died. So I bet it's only a matter of time before one of them's killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
That's a little dark.
Anyway, Draco, I'd best be going.
Going where?
To the hospital wing. Yes, that's it, the hospital wing. I've got a stomachache, and I need to get something for it.
Get going, Goyle, before your fat belly explodes.
I love that line. It's just so out of
Best
context.
Get out of here, and fast.
Okay, so now we gotta get out of here, and as you can see, the way out is locked by that random gate that's suddenly appeared. It's magic, of course. And now is where it gets ridiculously dark. I'm not gonna brighten it up or anything or enhance it. so you can see it better. You're just gonna have to see it how I saw it when I tried to sneak through here. And it is essentially pitch black in most of these areas. Yes, we know, we have to get back to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. I'm not waiting around here because I like the Slytherin Dungeons. So yeah, Flipendo kind of lights up the area. Oh, he hit a prefect. Oh, did you see? He walked right over, he walked to the left. There was a prefect there, and then he walked to the left. There are 3 prefects in here. There's one behind those shelves to the right, and another one this way. I'm just gonna make a dash for it. There's the door. Made it. Wow, we didn't even get caught. That was amazing. Just luck. Whew, well, that takes care of that. No more, Slytherin Dungeons. Yeah, I just realized, it's funny coincidence, we got Salazar Slytherin on the night that we went to Slytherin Dungeons. Just a stupid coincidence. So we gotta go back to Moaning Myrtle's bathroom first to tell, Hermione how everything went.
Well, it isn't him. Malfoy's not the heir of Slytherin. Oh, he must be. Who else could it be? I don't know, but it's got to be someone who was here at Hogwarts 50 years ago, when the chamber was last opened.
Well done, Harry. You did a great job. See you in the morning.
Bye, Harry.
Wouldn't it be amazing if it was nearly Headless Nick? Alright, it says we can end the day, but there's actually one more thing I want to do before the night's done, so we're not gonna end the day here.
Oh, a boy! Get away!
Take that. 10 points if it goes through a stomach. 50 points if it goes through a head. I watched the movie again recently. It's actually very good. Back when the movies were back when the books were shorter, the movies didn't have to be so long to cover all the story elements, so they were very thorough for the most part. Sorcerer's Stone left out a couple of details that would have been nice. So I'm gonna grind for beans and then cut ahead. Alright, we now have 100 birdie bots every flavor beans, and we're taking them to Fred and George's shop. This next item we could have bought earlier. Technically we could have bought everything from their shop at the very start, but I would have to grind constantly that one night. And I really didn't feel like it, so I figured I'd split them up over the different nights. And tonight we're getting a particularly cool item. It's not the most useful, but it's definitely worth having.
How much is the Alohamora spellbook?
100 Bertie bots every flavor beans.
I'd like to buy that, please.
The Alohamora spell allows you to unlock mechanical locks. There are all sorts of places you'll be able to go now.
Now, I know this is going to sound really disappointing, and I was super disappointed when I learned this, but you can't go any new place with this spell. Sure, there are lots of locked doors in Hogwarts Castle, but Alohamora does nothing to open them. The only thing it works on are special mechanical locks.
Gryffindor.
And those are only on certain treasure chests.
Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw.
Let's see Slytherin drop.
Slytherin.
What? Slytherin got 10 points? I'm guessing there must have been something else that they did that night. Well then, it's probably good they didn't gain more, since we put them down 30. Alright, so I'm going to equip Alohamora and just show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like charged up. And that's what it looks like coming back and hitting Harry because you charged it up for too long.
Hello, Ron. What class have we got first today? It's Chance with Flitwick. I'll meet you on the
Hey,
second
Harry, what was that? Flitwick's awesome. He's like waving his wand like, I don't wanna. Flitwick is an amazing teacher. And I like the Flitwick in the old movies. You know, the one back in the first one who's like, Wingardium Leviosa makes objects float. I mean, the new guy who's Flitwick, with the black hair is kind of cool, but he's not as awesome as the old Flitwick. So, next episode, we're going to go to Flitwick's class. So, see all of you then.